What's going on, y'all? I'm back again. I wasn't even finna do this, okay? But listen, I'm at work. I got a little bit of time. It's the first of the month. I ain't got no other reviews to do tonight. So, I said at first I really wasn't gonna review the Grammys. And y'all know that I review the Grammys just about every year. Just about every year I review the Grammys. And I will tell you guys that we got to be honest, there has been a decline in, excitement for it. I don't know if, I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, because they had to push it back and then take it from LA to take it to Vegas. I don't know what it is, but this year in particular, the viewership and excitement for me when it comes to the Grammy has not been really much there, okay? But I watch it, and sometimes I get surprised a little bit, and I always take away from something that I like out of the show. But for the most part, it was just for some reason this year, I just really wasn't enthused. I just really wasn't trying to watch it or watch it on time, which I didn't. But I did eventually go ahead and, I'm sorry, let me get this. I did eventually go ahead and watch it. And I even said in another review I wasn't going to talk about it, but I was going to wait till what it is. But I didn't want to put all that up in there. But, girl, I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm at work, y'all, if y'all can't tell. But no, I watched the Grammys. How did y'all feel about them? What is this? I don't know what number this is, but this is 2022. Okay, Grammys. It was hosted again by Trevor Noah. Can I be honest with y'all? I'ma be, and can we be real with ourselves? No, I don't. On the one front, I get Trevor Noah's hype because he's very much intelligent. He's very intelligent for the most part. And I like some of the reads that he gives and some of his commentary when he gives about, certain topics that's going on in the in-depth way that he talk about it. But, excuse me, do y'all consider him a comedian? Is he a comedian or whatever? Or is he just like a regular late night TV host or whatever that has very much, this intellectual capability or something like that? Because I don't find him funny at all. I do not find him funny at all. And he's a nice guy. I just don't find him funny. Okay. But he hosted this year. He did what he had to do. It was corny. Like the jokes and everything was a little bit corny to me. And I'm just going off of what I remember because I did watch this late at night. Well, it wasn't really late at night. It was probably after 10 o'clock. And I went on ahead and watched all it was 3.5 hours. I did not fast forward. I listened to the commentary. I watched each and every performance because sometimes, depending on what show it is, when you actually look at it and you look at some of the performers or, people that have been mentioned, especially if you hear their music and you never really heard it before, or, you never heard that particular song that's been popular sang live, if it's live or performed right. And it might, spark your little interest. And that does it for me sometimes. And it did it this night for the Grammys. But, like I said, Trevor Noah was the host. What else went down? I was expecting some no lie, we gotta put it out there. After what happened last Sunday, I was expecting some jokes, okay? I was expecting some jokes. And I really feel bad about this. I feel bad because, comedians have to do their jobs. And a lot of comedians, for the most part, if they're gonna joke about the Oscar situation, for some of them, they're going to come from not so of a harsh view. They're going to make light of the situation. They understand what's going on, but it's their job to make light of the situation and not be disrespectful. Like we've seen some hosts that been disrespectful, even though you realize exactly what was going on and the reason behind it because, Will said what the reason was, but then you have some hosts, or I should say some so-called comedians, who still want to put all of the blame and use Jada as the butt of the joke. Bill Maher telling her she needs to just go ahead and put a wig on if it bothers her that bad. You don't tell and see that's that, and that's why we say, and I'm sorry we have to go here. I'm sorry that we have to go here and we deviated, but that's why we say sometimes we need white people to stay out of black people business. And I understand that this was happening on a national TV station and front or whatever, but we can explain exactly what it is when it comes to black women, their hair, a medical condition, you know, how black women do not get respect, and they still don't get it because she's still constantly being disrespected. And at the end of the day, she's being blamed for the actions of her husband. And being said, and I even seen some women or whatever said, oh, she should have told her husband to stay down, to sit down, or she should have stopped him. She's a little ass woman compared to him. And how did she know that he was going to get up there and, you know, slap him and do all this as if it was pre-planned? And that's not the case. So, you know, I was glad that, you know, it was no ignorance towards that. We did get a couple of jokes. Questlove was like, can we stop talking about it? Okay. Because I feel, and honestly, Questlove probably the only one that really has, that deserved to say something about it, because, you know, his shit got overshadowed from that whole thing. And congratulations to him, because he won a Grammy. He won, I don't know how many Grammys, but he did win last night. And the week before, he won an Oscar right during that time that whole incident happened. So that's why I said he's the only one I feel in my book get a pass to joke or to mention something else about it, because he was truly affected. Honestly, everybody was affected, but it is what it is. I think LeVar Burton said a little bit of a jokey joke, and it was mild, it was tame, so I really wasn't, you know, bothered by that. And I'm glad that they didn't put no focus on it throughout the whole show. And if they did, I missed it. So that's how minimum it was. Meanwhile, J Balvin performed. Okay, J Balvin performed. The first performance, he did 2 songs. I'm not gonna lie, the first song didn't catch me. Mind you, I don't know what they're saying, but I love me some, you know, Latin music, reggaeton. You know, I'm international. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell y'all all the time, it's the beat that be getting me. Okay, I don't know what the fuck y'all be saying, but bitch, I be learning something. It be sounded good in my ears, okay? But that first song, when he came out with that girl, I don't know who her name is, so I apologize. It didn't hit me. It didn't hit me. But when he did that second song and he had them people in there doing all of that, I said, oh shit, it was like electronic shit or whatever. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to look that up, and I'm gonna have to, I like J Balvin, I do. J Balvin, you know, when they gave him that award for being an Afro-Latino, and then changed the whole category because it was a bunch of backlash, because he literally came out and said he is not an Afro-Latino, which he is not. And I was just like, girl. And wasn't he the one that had them black women on leashes and shit? Oh my God. You know, people are so goddamn problematic these days. It's really hard to support. You know, I'm not one of those ones that can separate the music from the person in their personal life or whatever when the shit get out there, because I'm like, I'm not finna support that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. I did enjoy the second half of the performance. Who else did I enjoy? I need to understand, and please don't come for me because I am older, all right? She's out of my age range, so I just don't get the hype of it. And, you know, if y'all say that I need to go ahead and listen to her, I will give her a chance to understand. But this Olivia Rodrigo, and I'm not hating on her because she's doing her damn thing. You know, it's kind of giving me the feeling of how it used to be back in the day when the new artists and the new pop girls and the new even R&B girls or whatever, the rappers and stuff used to come out and everybody fucking loved them. And they actually sold records and shit like that. And so I like it on that front, you know, that she got the hype around her, but I'm just trying to understand, where the hell did she come from? Where the hell did she come from to have all of this shit, yo? I was like, what? The performance was cute. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do a bad job at all. And I've seen her perform on some other award shows, and she does good. She does good. For what she does good. It doesn't be too much. It doesn't be extra. It just be just enough. So if y'all say I should check her out, I'll check her out. She racked up a whole bunch of awards. Didn't she win like Best New Artist too? I don't know, but she won a few awards. Okay, she was the queen of the princess of the night. Okay, Mama was getting them back to back, back to back. Meanwhile, she did her thing. Billie Eilish, she performed right. I believe her brother was he was nominated for Best New Artist as well, right? That's cool. One of the jokes that Trevor Noah said was, if Billie Eilish name is Billie Eilish and her brother name is Phineas, what is his last name? Is it Phineas Eilish or whatever? And then when the awards that they were nominated together for came up, they literally said their names, which was both O'Connell or something like that. I said, oh, that was funny to me. I don't know why. I just picked up on that. But she performed. And she's another one. Like, I always see her stuff and I always see her performing and I'd be like, okay, this is cute. And I'm like, damn, I should go ahead and get into her, whatever. But I just never have gotten around to it. And I feel as though like this summer, this spring, I just have to catch up on a lot of music and try to, get in tune with what's going on. I really do. Okay, bitch, I want to be able to know too. I want to see what y'all bumping to. Okay, what the kids is going off on. Okay, y'all tell me if that's a good girl too. You know what I'm saying? I know she had a little bit of controversy, I think, on her stuff, but y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Do y'all like Billie Eilish? For the most part, she cool to me. For the most part, I think what it is about Billie that I actually do like is the fact that she covers up. She's not fitting the mold of what everybody else would do, coming out being scantily clad or, tight clothing, showing off her body or whatever. She's very much, covered up for the most part, and we don't get a lot of that these days. So I like that for the most part. Even though I wouldn't have no problem with it if it was, she's age appropriate, okay? For her age, she's doing what she needs to do. Who else performed? You know what? Brandi Carlile, I've heard of her, never got into her. And then I looked at her and I said, is Mama gay? Girl, I had to look her up. Yes, she is. And I was like, oh, the rainbow and all that shit at her performance. That performance was cute. Okay, she did what she had to do on that little piano. At first, I was like, am I into this? Am I into this? Is she really giving vocals enough for me? And then when she did the song that she got up there with the playing the guitar, baby, it was the guitar that sold me. Okay, it was the guitar that sold me for the most part, that made me want to look into her. So that was one. And also, you want to know who else? Chris Stapleton. I know y'all probably like, bitch, listen, girl, it's been a minute. He been out for a while or whatever. Everybody knows Chris Stapleton. Like, I know of him, but I never really just listened to his music. I know the Tennessee Whiskey because honestly, they be singing that shit on TikTok or whatever, and I do like it. But at the same time, I was like, you got to be careful with these country artists, okay? And like I said, I am the type of person that I do not support outwardly problematic people. And when I say outwardly, meaning that we know that they're problematic. They put their business on Front Street, or they got found out to be problematic or racist or whatever and all this shit, sexist and, abusers and stuff like that. They got some mess underneath their belt. I don't want to support that, okay? But, I had to put out there, is he unproblematic? Because I really want to listen to his stuff. Girl, y'all said he okay. And I said, all right. Because when he got up there and he sang that song, I said, oh my God, I felt like crying a little bit. I was like, damn, bitch, I don't want to listen to you when I'm going through something because, bitch, I be sitting there in the puddle of my tears because his voice is just everything. I said, wow, where have I been? Okay, it's like bluesy, it's soulful, it's a little bit of country. And honestly, some of the songs that he was singing, like the way he was singing, and then the song that he was nominated for, that they played, I was like, is that really country? Because to me, it don't really sound country, But country is getting a little bit diverse, okay? Some of the country music don't really sound like the traditional country music, so that's that. But it was cool. I'm really he's the main one that I really got to get into, I believe CeCe Winans won her award. Jasmine Sullivan, that's the main reason why I really wanted to do this, because Jasmine Sullivan has been nominated over 10 times for a Grammy Award. Jasmine Sullivan is like a true R&B vocalist. And I really wish that sometimes these awards would be really just about the vocal ability, the entertainment of it all, and not just popularity. You know what I'm saying? The Grammys literally has become about popularity, But Jasmine Sullivan, like, she should have been had an award. She should have been had an award years ago, okay? But she won 2 awards for Pick Up Your Feelings, I believe, and Best R&B Album, for Hotels. And honestly, she should have won one for Reality Show, but that's neither here nor there. She tied with somebody for one of those. I said a tie. The fuck you mean tie? We doing ties in award shows again? But my girl got her stuff, and it was very much deserved. And I like the fact that she said that this was the way to get and appreciate Black women and get our stories out there. For her to at one point feel ashamed for some of the things that she's done, and I just like Jasmine. I really do. I just like Jasmine. I will always go up for Miss Jasmine because I feel like she's so freaking underrated. But she's one of the best voices out there in R&B till this day, and she doesn't get the respect that she deserves. I honestly feel that way. But hopefully now that she got this award, because people like to put a lot of stock in awards these days, this will give her some more, mainstream attention or whatever. She did what she had to do. I'm not going to say I enjoyed the first part of her performance because, and I do like her, okay, but I have to be honest. It felt a little off. Like the vocals was a little bit off. It was like the pitch or the mic was going in and out a little bit. Like the sound was just going in and out for me. Okay, and I rewinded and I looked at it online to see if it was different. And it was the same because I thought it was my TV at first. But that first part when she initially started, it was like, girl, what is that? I know you can come a little bit better than that. I've heard better from you. But then when she got into it, that's when she, all of that went out the window. She got real comfortable with it. She did what she had to do. Lenny Kravitz came up on the stage with her. I said, Zoe ain't with you, is you? Is she in the back with you, Lenny? Okay, you keep her at home. But, y'all told that girl up. Y'all didn't have to put all her business out there like that. Y'all did not have to do that, but you did, okay? But, and he put a little bit of his tea out there, too. I really did not know that he was fucking around with a 17-year-old. And he was 36 years old. What the fuck, Lenny? Okay, but oh my God, again, I love it when an artist get up there and they actually encapsulate what it means to be a pure musician. And to me, a pure musician is you could play the instruments as well. You can do all of that. And her is one of those people. Like, she's very much multi-talented. And she was playing the drums, she was playing the guitar, and she was matching her and Lenny. They was matching each other. And I really enjoyed that part. I did not like Justin Bieber, Giveon, and Daniel Caesar's. I don't understand the hype of Justin Bieber, and I've never, and it's not me hating on him or anything, so don't take it that way. I just never got his hype. I honestly feel as though he is mediocre as hell. Like, y'all say he has vocal abilities. I've never seen it when he was a kid, and I don't see it now as an adult. As an adult, I feel as though he's going through a few identity crises. He don't know whether he want to be Black, he want to be white, he want to be pop, he want to be R&B, he want to be hip hop, he want to be this, he want to be that. He want to be grunge, he want to be, a hippie. He don't know what the fuck he want to do. Okay, that's what it gives me. That acoustic, toned down, Peaches Out of Georgia, is that the song? I said, that sounds terrible. When he was trying to play it on the piano, it just didn't sound right. Daniel Caesar, when he came out there on the stage to perform, I was like, are you scared? Y'all remember he told us to cancel him when he was going up for Yes Jules, that white girl that was going against the Black girls. So we was just like, okay. He been on other people's stuff, but he ain't been on his own shit. At least I haven't been checking for him. And people really did say, fuck you too. You said do it, so we gonna do it. Giveon, I've heard better from Giveon. I really have. but that was probably like my least favorite. That was the worst performance to me. That literally was the worst performance to me. Who else performed? Lil Nas X. I am extremely proud of him, okay? I don't care how you feel about him. I love him. I love him. I love the boldness about him. I love the risk taken about him. I love the fact that he don't give a fuck and he's going to be who he is. This was one of his better performances in all the performances that I've seen, okay? It wasn't over the top. You know, he wasn't trying to make a statement or anything. You know, he wasn't being an extra. He just did what he had to do, you know, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. He did 3 songs. What it was, Dead to Me, and damn, what was the third song? The second song? Did he do Call Me By Your Name? Let me just tell you this. Cause bringing up Lil Nas X, the visual when Call Me By Your Name, they started talking about that, and he had the visuals playing in the background on the thing, and the production. The production is the MVP for the Grammys. Okay, whoever is on that production and visual team, oh my God, bring them back next year. Bring them back next year because they did that shit. They did that shit. Everybody stage who had stuff to do on there and they was performing. Oh my God, it was good. It was good. It was good. And I said, y'all did that, all right? And his particularly stood the fuck out to me. I don't know if it was on his team or the Grammy teams too. They did the damn thing, all right? And then they did Industry Baby. And I like Jack Harlow. I like Jack Harlow and his relationship. And mostly I like Jack Harlow for actually when he was going through a lot of the stuff that he was going through, trying to get people on his albums, especially male rappers, you know, male entertainers. He, a straight man, went on ahead and got on his song and performing with him and cool with him and has no problem with it. And I just like that. You know, they had fun on the stage and it was one of my favorite performances of the night. You know, Chris Stapleton, him, damn, who else performed? Oh my goodness, I can't. Brandy Carlisle, like I said, it was a whole bunch of people performing. And if it did, wasn't it like 15 goddamn people in damn near every category? Every other category was like 15 goddamn people nominated. I don't know. I think Kanye and Jay-Z won a Grammy for Jail. Okay, of course Kanye is not there. Kanye said he was gonna go get himself some help. I don't know how true that is, but I hope so. I hope so. Because, I mean, we talk about Kanye and we be so hard on him because we see the stuff that he's doing and we just not in agreement with it, most of us. And it's not that we're trying to hate on him or bring him down. It's because a lot of us were really true fans of his. And we just don't like the degradation of where he's going. Like, he's not progressing in his personal. He's going backwards, and we just want him to get that help so he can come back and be him in a clear mind. And if that's truly him, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Because I was one of Kanye's Chicago. I was one of Kanye's biggest fans. But I'm just not a person that support bullshit, and I'm not a person that support, you know, people that do fucked up shit. So that's just what it is. You can call me fake or whatever, but I'll take it. I got morals too. I got beliefs too. You know, I know that people ain't always gonna be on the up and up, and sometimes you just gotta cut them off. That's what it is. But who else performed? They had some rooftop performances. The Latin lady, she was good. You know what I wanted to talk about? Best reggae album. You had Sean Paul, I think, Spice, and a couple of other black people, of course. And then you had this white group. And they the one that won. And then I'm like, who the fuck are they? And I said, you know, I was like, excuse me, because I don't want to be ignorant, because if you do know, people of the Caribbean are just like people here in the U.S. or any other country. They come in all shapes, sizes, colors, nationalities, and everything, you know, ethnicities, all of that, okay? You have white Jamaicans, you have black Jamaicans, you have Asian Jamaicans, and Caribbeans and Caribbean people and all that stuff. You got all of that. Hell, I even saw a Russian Jamaican. I seen that shit on TikTok and it was authentic as fuck. I said, what? Now that one blew my mind, okay? But I know that they come in all shapes, size, colors, okay? So I said, I'm gonna not do that. But then when we found out that, bitch, they not Jamaican descent, they not of Caribbean descent or whatever, and they from fucking Virginia. How the fuck did they get a reggae album and then let it be Grammy winning? I just felt like they disrespected the whole fucking I don't understand. That just didn't make any type of fucking sense to me. I don't like that. I really don't. I think it was people more deserving who actually are reggae true artists, that should have got it. But that was that. Congratulations to Doja Cat and SZA. Now let me just ask this question. Now SZA, bitch. I seen this TikTok where this girl said, let me just show you all the receipts of how SZA is a liar, okay? And I said, what is happening? Because SZA is on crutches, right? I was like, girl, what happened? I'm thinking that she truly hurt. I saw the video of Lil Nas X pushing her in the wheelchair and everything. I never understood what was going on because later today, it came out that she broke her, at least chipped part of her ankle. So that's understandable that she would be on the crutches. But it was the fact of the way that she got up on the stage with the crutches when they won, her and Doja Cat. And then is the way that she, that little stutter step, like she was walking, like it was almost like a stutter run or whatever that she was doing to get to the podium. And it was like, bitch, you walking. And then in stiletto heels on both feet. So I was like, what the fuck you got the crutches for? Everybody was like, this bitch is lying. And then they kept on talking about the fact where she used, remember when she said she had never had a flat screen TV before, and the TV was in the background of one of her older pictures? I said, that shit was so fucking funny. And then it was the freckles situation. Oh my God, that shit was funny. I said, what was going on with her? Girl, cut the fact out, she really did break her ankle. I hope she okay, though. I hope she okay. I'm glad that she won her Grammy. I'm glad Doja said, bitch, I had to take a piss. And I had to hurry up and run back, okay? And I saw the video of her running through that audience. Girl, she said, I ain't gonna miss my moment. And I'm so glad Doja won, because after all the mess that she been going through for the past couple of weeks, fans coming at her and, shit like that, I'm glad she won. Who else wants some shit? I can't really remember this video long enough. That's the highlights for me. The ones that I talked about, that was the highlights for me. Oh yeah, John Batiste. Oh my God. He won Album of the Year. He is the first African-American person. Oh, sorry. He is the first African-American person to win in like 12 years. Album of the Year. So congratulations to him. And he did a bomb performance. I loved it. I gotta check him out. I have to check him out. I really do. I loved his speech. I really do love his speech. The in memory memorandum, that was beautiful. You have Cynthia Erivo. You had what's his name? Leslie Odom Jr. And you had a couple of other people that I don't know. They were up there and they were singing. I was sitting there with chills. You had the tribute with John Legend and a couple of other people to Ukraine. That was beautiful as well. For the most part, it went off like a hitch. Without a hitch, I would say. Without any drama, without any issue. But I ain't gonna say it was boring, but there was nothing that was like, ooh, about it. So it was borderline boring, but it was watchable. And I kind of enjoyed it. Y'all tell me how y'all felt. Okay? And I'll see y'all later. Peace.